Alright. Hopefully the audio is good. We'll do a little audio check in a bit. I see Dennis Hook in the chat. Welcome, Dennis. Why are you not racing today, Dennis? Anyways, welcome to the Evolution Racing Academy season. This will be my first full season with the team, actually. If I consult the title, Season 12 of the championship. Split number 2, that means that we have the silver, the bronze, and the iron drivers out there today. Currently, the irons are on track, so good luck, boys. Get the job done, make it happen, and we're going to enjoy it. Guys like Professional Hater, and Wes, and Young, and Boris, and Cahill out there getting the stuff done. Let's see. Or Cahill? Cahill or Cahill? I don't know which. Normally Cahill's spelled with C, but I guess it could be. It could entirely be, in theory, okay. Without problems. Hey. 3 things. My wheel being spontaneously combusted. That's fair. I'm on holiday and I don't have a new rig yet. Alright. Well, that's good. Everybody can use a day off every so often from I'm more of a Professional Hater. Dennis, let me know if the audio needs any adjustments. I'll probably at some point do a little listen to the songs. Fortunately, I guess the one good thing about being a one-man commentary team is I don't have to balance the game, Byron, and myself. This and 2 other races, but I'll be back kicking. Hopefully, you get back coming to 3 minutes. Well, I mean, you get to be the spoiler back. Lou Wes. I don't know if I've ever seen Lou Wes before, so a lot of new names for me this season. Of course, this is my first full season with the Evolution Racing Academy, so obviously there may be people that are very well known otherwise. The in-game loud is a little bit loud and could be a bit lower. So, okay. Drop that down, minus 0.6. See how that is for your viewing pleasure. So it's early days yet. There's not really much to talk about here in terms of the qualifying right now. Obviously, these are the iron guys. They are theoretically the slowest in the field, so they'll fall down the order eventually. But Sean Young currently on the pole position, so he gets to enjoy that in the 230 BMW M4, which is honestly one of the best front-end looking cars in the game, I think, actually. Like, I say this as a guy who's, like, really not a fan of the BMW look, but the M4 does look really nice. I did not like the M6 when it was the predominant BMW choice, but the M4 was nice. Well, okay, well, if you see a lot of new faces, then I feel better about not recognizing some of these things. Idris, I'm going to go with Cahill. If it ends up being Cahill, sure, whatever. With a name like Idris, maybe it is, but I'm going to go with Cahill. Work with that for now. Rocking the Lego car here. It'll be interesting to get a better look at that. It's a yellow Ferrari. Yeah! We got Lego pieces on the car. Nice. Still a bit loud? Okay. You can drop it down a little more. Actually, what might work better? See if I adjust the sound. We'll try 30. We'll try 30% and see how that works. So we're at 3/4 volume of what we were before. Thomas Boris, the number 159. Like to see the 159 McLaren. It's a classic McLaren number. I see that we still don't have flags, which is disappointing. I don't know. It's a little bit. I've been talking about how to get the code, the entry list to work with them for a while. So did not have this either at this point. Sean Young still on top, followed by Idris Cahill, Lou Wes, and now Thomas Boris. Well, he's having a couple of problems there. And you know what? You'd think I would remember the first chicane's name. But I actually don't. Tamburello. How do I know? You know, it's a good thing I put. It's a good thing that I put up a track map, because I was like, you know what? I know Imola's names. I know them. I don't need a track map. And then, you know, and then we get to Tamburello, and I've forgotten Tamburello. We'll do a tour of the track at some point. You can hear clearly now the in-game audio isn't too overpowering, but in the car it is. Let's see here. Can I do anything about the in-car audio specifically? Probably here. Turn this down a little bit. Maybe 80%? Roll with that. Sean Young, still now second place. Professional Hater has taken top spot with a 144.287. And I guess we should just do a tour of the track here while the irons are on here. So let's see if I can find who is at the beginning of a lap. I guess the 205 is our best bet. So Idris Cahill, we're going on board. Probably be the best view we got here for a tour of the track. So this is the end of the lap here, heading into what used to be called the Variante Bassa? Variante Bassa, which was the one... Oh, hang on, I gotta turn auto cam off while I'm doing this. Alright, heading up to Variante Tamburello. Very tricky turn, very tricky chicane. You want to keep a lot of speed through here. We're finish that, and we head on down to Variante Villeneuve. Next step. Named after, of course, Gilles Villeneuve, famous Ferrari driver, and maybe the greatest Canadian motorsports driver of all time. And I'm Canadian, so that's important. Going through there, that was Tosa. We head up to just kind of a nameless turn 8, which is just full throttle, not so important. Turn 9 is Piratella, which is right here. That's the left hand. Then we're heading down to a complex known as Aqua Minerale, which is a very challenging sequence to get right. It's a shame that it's not really a great overtaking opportunity, because I feel like it would be great for that. And then we head up to Variante Alta, which is our final of the 3 chicanes of this track. Again, whoa! This one's a bit rough, and obviously has the bumps, the bumper strips, which are quite nasty. Caught out Mr. Cahill there. Turn 16, no real lame, and then into turn 17 and 18, Ravassa, which is the now final turns on the track. This double left-hander here, and then into what used to be Variante Bassa. Now, to be clear, Variante Bassa used to be a shit. Here's an old head for you if you're a youngster. Back when EA Sports did the F1 racing games, the AI could not handle Variante Bassa like at all. You get to Variante Bassa, and if they were anywhere near each other, they would just crash, and it was glorious. it was a guaranteed good day, even if you were driving a Minardi back in the day. And you would score pretty high points at Imola, just because the AI would, like, by the end of the race, there'd be like 4 AI still actually. They'd be like, you know, everyone else would be in the wall and like in a giant pile of Variante Bassa. Actually, here we go. This is how bad it got. I was playing F1 99 to 02, which was the final, I think, EA Sports game. You got to play through 99 through 2002. It was in 2001. Driving for Jordan. I always drive for Jordan. So I was basically LARPing as Heinz Helmholtz. And I got in the lead pretty early. The Ferraris were out, the McLarens were out, the Williamses were out. And I was like running ahead of, I think it was Jack Villeneuve actually, at VAR. And eventually I just looked back, I got to the point where I was like, I don't know, 45 seconds ahead of everybody. And I realized that Enrique Bernaldi, a driver who scored 0 points in his entire F1 career, was running in second place in an Arrows. That's how bad it had gotten. Like that in Arrows, the second slowest car in the game was in second place. And not only was it in second place, it wasn't even the good Arrows driver. It was the crap. It wasn't Jos Verstappen, it was Enrique Bernaldi. So there you go. Still the irons out on track. Oh, we got this. Okay, we got the silvers heading out there now. So we'll swap over to TV cam number 1. Not the silvers, probably the bronzes. And let's see here. Who's about to start a hot lap? 164. You are up first. That is. Who is car 164? That'd be Adam Stewart. Server 1 is having technical difficulties. Well, hopefully that doesn't impact server 2. We'll see. Adam Stewart, you will have the first shot at pole position for the bronzes, assuming this one clean and everything. I cannot really comment on whether he's on a good lap or a bad lap because I don't have a Delta to work with. I don't have anything. I just can give you my general thoughts on looking at the car and seeing if he gets messy. So we head up to Piratella. A little too much curb there. I imagine that's going to cost him some time. He's got somebody right on his tail. Now, to be clear, if I was driving that, probably a Lamborghini, I think. Let's see if I get the front. Yeah, Lamborghini. I would not be running this close to Adam Stewart. I probably would just accept that this lap is not going to be great and try to give him some space. But everybody has their own etiquette when it comes to racing, so we will see. Stewart heading on down to the Rivasa. Final turns. See what he's got here. Looks decent. Currently fastest time is a 1:44.152. To the line, Adam Stewart goes 6th quickest. Obviously, this is the early ones. We'll see faster times as we go on. Also, the big guns in the irons are not the irons. The silver's pretty big. Murasano in the Bentley coming out of the pits. It has a banger of a livery. We can have a look at that, yeah. Murasano in the Bentley. Ah! Yeah, that's very nice. I like the purple. The sort of muted purple. That's nice. Anybody on a roll flyer right now? Stewart's on a huge flyer right now. Looks like he's going to improve by like a full second. Now, mind you, his first lap was not very good, so that could be the case. Just sampling some audio for myself. Up about 2 seconds here. Adam Stewart with looking for a big improvement here. Should go about 4th quickest as it stands. Professional haters still leading the way. And Adam Stewart does indeed go 4th quickest. Chris Stancer is going to improve here by a lot. Yep, 3rd place. in a McLaren 720S. Nobody else on a current hot one. By which I mean a big improvement. There's a couple of people, a couple of tenths up, but nothing huge. Oh. Bearded X Badass is suddenly very... Oh, well, looks like I may have cast or cursed him a little bit. Kind of messed up there a little bit. He's invalidated that lap. Adam Stewart is again on an improvement run. He's about 5 tenths up. Jesse... Was it Jesse? Jeffrey Backer goes second quickest. Apologies for any commentary mistakes as far as names are concerned. I am European, but I live in Canada, so my exposure to a European linguistic base is kind of limited to MMA, which has given me a deep understanding of pronunciations from many cultures, but not all. Jeffrey, we're from Europe. My family is from all over the place. I'm very much a mutt of Europe. My grandparents are all of different nationalities, which is great. And actually, it gets even worse with your great grandparents. They're like all different nationalities, even amongst themselves. Basically, you name it, it's kind of there. Not entirely. I have nothing from like Spain or Portugal or whatever. One part of the family traces back to Central Europe, one to Eastern Europe, the other to another part of Eastern Europe, and then another part to the UK. So, we have a mix of English, Scottish, Irish, Serbian, Croatian, Ukrainian, Hungarian, German, Polish. Apparently some Tunisian blood. Don't know where that comes in. Did a DNA test. It's in there somewhere. And Jeffrey Bacher has taken pole position for the time being with a 1:43.745. Hot lap right now for... Oh, it's illegal. I was gonna say Bearded X Badass on a hot lap, but it's illegal. Wow, I like that. I like that livery from Adrian Maru. Sporting a Rebel Alliance livery. He is a traitor to the he's a traitor to the Rebel Alliance and a thug. Apparently got a very good lap going though. Not a threat for pole, but it should be around 7th place, I would guess. Now, what I would have done with this particular livery is I would have incorporated a lot of X's for the X-Wing somewhere. Identify as a 488 if I remember correctly. Well, he is racing a Honda. I don't think we saw any Hondas last season in the races I was in. He's coming across the line and we'll move up into... Oh, he invalidated the lap. That would be why. Looking around. Anyone on a real hot one? I think we're back to Adam Stewart once again in the Petrolhead Lamborghini. Number 164 entry. Currently up about 3/10. Marood's also got a hot one going, and he invalidates that as I say it, so... Caster's cursed without me even putting him on camera. That's easy. As it stands, Stewart would move up to about 6th place with this lap. So, not a huge improvement, but a little bit of one. 5th place. Still don't have the big guns yet. Silvers are still in the pit lane. Robert Volt in the 413 Aston Martin. Together. That is a hideous livery, Robert Volt. I am just saying. That is hideous. I appreciate the hideousness, but it is hideous. As he goes second quickest. Bearded X Badass is on a good lap for himself. Now we'll see if he blows it again. Every time I've said something nice about Bearded X Badass, something bad has happened. So maybe he just needs to not be acknowledged by me. It will help out a lot. Up about 3/10 right now. That is a nasty livery with the Hello Kitty. I'm just saying. If you haven't noticed why, you know, keep living in that world. It's up about a second though, which would move him into about 7th place as it stands. Much left, just has to navigate Ravatsa successfully. Also on a good lap is Marud. We'll pick him up later. Looks like about 8th place for Bearded X Badass, probably. But a very big improvement of a lap, even though he's only going to jump up 2 spots. Is that livery even kids friendly? It is not. It is not. It is not. In the meantime, here comes the Rebel Alliance car of Adrian Marud. He's currently up about a half second, which would only jump in 1 position in the field, surpassing Luez. But every little bit helps. Ooh, he's up almost a second now. Still only would jump in 1 spot because there's a big gap where he is. But he should come up to 11th place here. And the Silvers have taken to the field. There is a car that is elected not to post a lap time. Matthias Weidman? I'm assuming. Collision E-Racing will apparently start from the back in the number 400 Lamborghini. Or perhaps that is an official car. I do like this livery. This livery looks nice. Alright. Who is our silver leading the way? The 172? Which is the car of Samuel Jardine in the Lexus. Hey, good to see Alexis. I'm personally a big fan of the Lexus. Excuse me, I'll be off the mic for a second here, just kind of reorganizing the desk a little bit. I realized I was knocking something over, like, repetitively, and just, like, putting it back up. Like, you ever get that? You see something knock over, and you just put it back up, and you knock it over again, and you don't, like, think to, you know, solve the problem of the fact that you're, you know, knocking something over repetitively? As for being outqualified by a Bentley, it depends on who's driving it, my man. I mean, I remember one of my early ACC races, and this is like when the game was in beta, you know, form, when it was like, not like there were cars missing and stuff, even. I remember racing with a gentleman named Mike Stockman. He was driving a Bentley, and he lapped the entire field. So that was one of my early experiences, and as a result, the Bentley holds a particular, you know, place for me. By the way, Jardine has invalidated this lap, so he will not be taking pole position, but we'll ride with him to the end of the lap anyways. What was it? Well, it was not a great lap. Pole position now belongs to Freddie Merle. It was a very colorful Lego car. A lot of Lego today. BMW M6. You never judge a car by the driver in it, to be honest. That's what I've learned in sim racing. Because I remember, again, the same individual, Mike Stockmill, back in the day. We did a 6-hour endurance race around Bathurst. Back when Bathurst first got added to the game, so like very early on. And he was driving a 2015 Nissan GTR, the Godzilla. I was teamed with him, and we won the race. We got to the end, and we won the race at the end. And everyone was giving us crap for like the Nissan being overpowered, because we're the only Nissan in the field. We're like, overpowered car, overpowered car. We're like, nah, I just had Stockmill as a teammate. That's all there is to it. Look at my lap times in the car. They're terrible. I spent my entire stint in the car falling back. Looking to see if anyone... Ooh, got a hot one here for Tatis Volkel, who appears to have a livery that is not in my collection. Given that it is a carbon black car. Oh, we did that. Stockmill would often like pick the car that no one else was driving, and then win races and have people go, "Oh, that car's OP," and then like the next race, we'd have like 6 or 7 guys migrating over to the car, which would suck because it'd be like a Rex or a Nissan 2015 or a Jaguar. It's not good, guys. It's just the driver. Hot lap right now for Mickey Taylor. Fairly early in the lap, but up a full second. So at this rate, this would pull him into the top 10, probably around 8th place, I would imagine. As for upcoming endurance racing plans, I will be racing at the 12 hours of Nürburgring. That'll be fun. We'll be entering as an iron entry because I am the youngest driver on the team, and the 2 teammates I have are both, let's put it this way, men of leisure in their age. They're the retirement age, and they will be driving with me, looking to try to win the Iron Cup. You mean the Jag? I'm not British, sir. I'm not European. We do not listen to your pronunciation of Jaguar. Mickey Taylor, 6th place. Actually, a little better than I thought it was going to be. Looking to see who's on a hot lap right now, and it is probably, we're looking at Freddie Murley, pardon me. That being said, he is in some traffic, so I can see this being a problem. As it stands, this would be a pole lap. That being said, I am seeing the pole sitter. Stuart Parsons is currently on a banger. Logistical Nightmare Racing 401 car is heating up. Jag. That's the best Jeremy Clarkson you can get. I'm more of a Richard Hammond fan. Milestone currently on a fast lap. He would go 3rd quickest at the current rate he's going. Let's see at the end of the lap. Yep. Bentley goes to B3. Like that livery. Looks nice. I do not know who you are with the livery is awful, but there is somebody who's out there in an awful livery, I'll say that much. There's only one that I think I found objectionable so far. Murley might not be done yet. Murley has a lap that is going to put him pretty close to pole if he keeps it up in the BMW. Well, I don't know who you are, Hawthorns, or Hawthorns. So, or Hawthorns, I guess, would be the name. I assume Mike Hawthorne. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close here. Murley's got a shot at pole position. Just needs a very clean Ravassa. Let's see here. Well, he had it for a bit there, but I think this is just going to be an improved second place time. Oh, you made the Lexus livery for Jardine? Did I say something bad about Jardine's livery? I don't remember. Let me pull it up here. Oh no, I like that. That's good livery. What are you talking about? I wasn't hating on it. That's fine. The livery I was hating on was Robert Volt's. That one's kind of revolting. Not a fan. Isaac Jordan in the medical cart. Oh no, I just legitimately believe me, sir. If you put together a livery I don't like, I'm not going to be shy about like crapping on it. I don't remember saying anything negative about it. I like it. It looks good. I'm pretty picky about liveries too, so there you go. Mostly, I think my issue with like custom liveries tends to be is I don't really enjoy what you would call like the tribute liveries. Like I wouldn't enjoy, I don't know, a replica of a Ferrari F1 livery on a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really enjoy that that too much. I like something that like reflects the person in a nutshell. That's why all of my liveries, and I have a bunch of them. Some of them will get shown after the race on Showcase when we're doing wrap up. But they tend to have some level of like correlation with me as a person. Either it's a product that I like use a lot or really enjoy or whatever. But we are at the end of qualifying. Let's have a look at the grid here. Starting on pole position, it'll be Stuart Parsons, followed by Freddie Murley. Tadej Volko will be on row 2 with Nelson Ambrajosa. Am I correct on that? Row 3 will be Fabio Vero, who I don't think we saw any of, along with Milestone. Isaac Jordan and Mickey Taylor, row 4. Kerry Pattenden and Jim Fox, row 5. Row 6 will be L. Perry and Steve Tetley. Murs Cedric and Robert Volt on row 7. Volt is the top bronze driver. Jeffrey Backer, who was on pole for a little bit, as well as Professional Hater, they'll start on row 8. Mike Reiser and Sean Young, row 9. Adam Stewart and Shanu Murasanu, row 10. Row 11 will be Bearded X Badass and Idris Cahill. Chris Stancer and Adrian Maroon, row 12. Lou Wez and Thomas Boris, row 13. And at the back row, it'll be Samuel Jardine and Matthias Winderman. Weidman, pardon me. I don't think either of them posted a lap time, so that'll be interesting. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what goes on with them because they did not post a lap time, and that could mean that they are going to compete. That could mean that they are going to not compete. Also, we have a very, very late entry, the 2:09 of, I don't think I even know his Limburgs. He's not even on my timing sheet here on the race assistant, so we'll see about that. All right. Well, let's see. All right, well, Mr. Limburg's is not in the server, so I think we're good there. But we do have 28 cars out on track, and we will see how they go. We've got a good chance here. Any requests from the split one driver? Maybe joined the wrong server. Any request as to who we're going to follow here at the start of the race? Let's have a look at some of the. The drivers. Can I get a chase cam? I cannot, can I? Wing cam. I guess we do wing cam and look back at them. I want to get a look at some of the liveries that we maybe didn't take a look at here. So, for example, Fabio Vero. That's a carbon car, so that's probably not anything really. We can also have a look at Kerry. Pattenden. Looks good. Looks like a teammate of Isaac Jordan. I imagine they have a very similar looking car. Let's have a look. Is it Metal Proof? No, they got different teams. I don't know. Maybe. We also didn't get a look at Jim Fox. There he is. We also didn't get a look at El Perry, whose livery I do really like. I enjoy the kind of living green car. That's good. I like it. Steve Tetley's usually got a good car. Yep. I like that. The old school looking Lamborghini look. Who else didn't we get to see? Mir Cedric is sporting a black livery, so that means it's a livery that I do not have. Looking further down here, anyone else that we didn't get a look at? Not really. We tend to get a pretty good look at the guys at the back, obviously, the irons and stuff. Top iron driver is 16th place professional hater, so that's something to keep in mind. I am seeing a rather high ping for Steve Tetley, so that could be a problem. We'll see. Three Ferraris in the top 10. We also have a trio of McLarens in the top 10 as well. But it looks like Ferrari is the car to beat here today. Now that could be the car, or that could just be the drivers in Mr. Parsons, Taylor, and Ambrahosa. So we got 1 hour race here today with one mandatory pit stop. Keep that in mind. We'll throw up the heli-cam, and I didn't see chat have anyone they wanted to have a look at, so we're going to put the pressure on Professional Hater to be the guy who shows us the action heading towards Tamburello for the first time. Also, again, if anybody has notes on the audio levels, please let me know. I will do my best to accommodate and adjust as need be. Obviously, it's a little bit hard to do it on the fly. What I need to do, what I actually need to do is I probably need to set up a headset connected to my laptop so that I can listen to the stream if I want, or like some earbuds, put the earbuds in underneath, and give it a listen that way. That would probably be a good idea. The mint green livery is really fun. Yeah, I like the mint green. I like any green livery, honestly. It doesn't really matter what green. I prefer darker greens like forest green, but lime green can be good as well. To be honest, as far as colors are concerned with the liveries, I just like it when the field's got a lot of color to it, as opposed to having like kind of any kind of like monochromatic feel to it. I remember I was running an ACC series a while back called 3D Speed. It was a North American series, and for whatever reason, I have no idea what it is to this day, everybody was running a blue car. Like, the entire field was, like, just various shades of blue. It was, like, very, very annoying. Hot commentary was very annoying. I was going to say, Thomas Boris has fallen to the back of the pack, but that might be the culprit right there. He appears to have tripped over something. Well, black would be definitely the worst, of course, because you can't. There's not a lot of variety as far as like tone that you can get into that. Same with like a heavily white livery field. But anything could be a little bit harder. It's just easier, like, from a commentary standpoint, if everybody has a livery that kind of, like, has a little, snap to it, a little pop. You can kind of just automatically identify. Now, this is the first race of the season, so I assure you, I'm not going to recognize, like, any liveries right off the bat. A couple, maybe. But, it'll get there. And we do have a fairly colorful field, which is nice. A couple of black carbon ones I don't have, though. But a couple of really, really nice looking liveries as well. Personal favorite probably is El Perry's. That looks nice. You'd think it wouldn't really pop, but it does. Hot pink with your name on it. Yeah, well, that'd help. All right, we're waiting for the green flag to wave here at Imola, and the start of Season 12 of the Evolution Racing Academy Series. Sunday series, I should say. And we're waiting, and it is... I have my timing way off here. It is go! There we go. Heading on down towards Variante Tamburello. Oh, no! One of the Bentleys in the wall early. That is Stone. Contact a couple of other ones there. He kind of came down on a car that really had nowhere to go. One of the Ferraris also off in the sand trap there, dropping down through the field. And it is a bit of a mess early, but Stuart Parsons has gotten away ahead of Freddie Murley, and Tatis Volkel is up to third place. Started this race in 5th, but has moved up. And on the attack against the BMW for 2nd place. Should be mentioned that the positions that you're seeing on your screen were wrong there for a moment, as Miles Stone was listed in 1st place, which was obviously incorrect. He was in the wall. Let's see if we can pick him up. He is at the back of the pack, but it appears to be running, and if I'm not terribly mistaken, I'm not seeing any serious... Oh, never mind. There is some damage to the front end there, but not too bad. I think Hopefully he can keep running without too much inertia. Otherwise, he just has to hang on for the pit window to open. A couple other big movers include Jim Fox, who started this race in 10th place and is up into 6th. Although shown in 7th right now. It's because he passed Taylor in this section. Or Taylor made a mistake. Taylor's dropped back from 6th to 8th, so I assume it was a little bit of a bump. Here's Cedric on the tail, followed by Taylor and Patton. Battle for 6th through 9th. Professional hater up in 10th place. Oh boy. We've got an iron car in the top 10, everybody. In fact, he just made an overtake on Patton. It is up into 9th place in the number 992 Aston Martin. El Perry also in the mix there. Just in behind him, that would be Adam Stewart. Adam Stewart? Is that Adam Stewart? No, it's Bacher and then Bolt. Similar livery. Okay, well, we're going to engage the autopilot and see where it takes us, everybody. See what's up. Parsons leads early by 1 second from Murley, followed by Volkel, Vero, Jordan, Fox, Cedric, Taylor, Professional Hater, and Patented. Let's pick up Stuart Parsons leading the way. Somebody is in the pits. Stone and Mirasanu are in the pits early. So, we saw what happened with Stone. We didn't see what happened with Mirasanu. So both of them are in pit lane early. Cedric under attack from Taylor. My apologies, I do not remember the first name. On the attack against Jim Fox as well. I was going to say makes the overtake, but Fox finds his way back alongside, but ends up off the track, and that is going to cost him as Taylor also. As well as more Cedric. Professional Hater still sticking on the back end of this, along with Patton. Pulling a bit away from El Perry in the background there, in the green and black car. This Professional Hater is on the attack against Jim Fox. We'll see if he can make a move here at Ravassa, maybe? That'd be a little bit adventurous, I think. Oh, somebody went off. Dropping back for the order is Mira Cedric. No! Jim Fox has contact with Patten and ends up in a spin. I was saying Jim Fox had a really, really good start, but now he's going to drop out of the top 10. Having to wait a long time here to get a rejoin. I was going to say, yeah, reversing and taking a, just kind of rejoining at the straightaway probably is the better option here. Jeffrey Bacher is the top bronze driver at the moment. Currently running at 11th overall behind Patton. And defending against Cahill. As well as his class rival, Robert Volt. Also the ugliest car in the field, Robert Volt. I will continue to insult that livery because I think it looks really terrible. But, on the bright side, it does pop out. I will probably know. I will probably actually recognize that livery for the rest of this race. So there's that. Back of this group is Steve Tetley. Morgan Backer. He looks to get up into the top 10 against Pattenden. And on board with Robert Volt. Volt on the tail of Idris Cahill, who's had a very good start. Cahill's up 10 spots. Qualified in 22nd and runs in 12th. That's very impressive. Looking to see if anybody else has done better. Got a couple professional haters up 8 spots. Piers Cedric's up 6 spots. 8 spots for Lou Wes. 9 for Thomas Morris. And your big follower obviously would be Miles Stone, who's dropped 22 places to back, as well as Jim Fox, who's dropped 16 places. By the way, I can update you guys. Murasanu and Stone have rejoined the race. So despite an early pit stop for both, they are going to continue and go for it as Fabio Vero rejoins the track. Was in 4th, will drop to 5th as a result behind Isaac Jordan. Not sure what happened there. And don't want to do a replay to find out. When I do a replay, the ACC race director does break. Now it's a simple fix. I just reboot it and goes back, but obviously that would still be a delay on terms of the info on board. So I don't want to use it quite this way. Stuart Parsons' lead, by the way, is up to 3.6 seconds. So my bullishness about Murley's chances of taking the fight to him appear to be misplaced. Obviously, it is early days yet, but right now, Parsons is out there putting up almost about a second on the field here as Kerry Pattenden battles with L. Perry here for 9th place. And I think Perry's going to win that out. He's got the inside line. Nope, never mind. Kerry Pattenden hangs on. We're seeing a lot of action around Pattenden, so I think we'll see a lot of the 97 car ahead. Whether that's good for Pattenden or not, I'll let you be the judge. There are pros and cons. Oh, one of the cars is off. That is Idris Cahill, who is off the track, and I'm not sure what happened there. Just looks like he kind of lost it on the entry to Tamburello. It ended up in the sand trap, and is now dropping from the field. That's the 205 car. One more with L. Perry. Parsons' lead is now up to 4 seconds. He was 0.8 faster last lap than Murley. Still Murley and Vocal in 2nd and 3rd, followed by Jordan, Vero, Taylor, Cedric, Hayter, Pattenden, who we've been looking at a lot. Then it is L. Perry rounding up the top 10. Then it is the bronze leader, Jeffrey Bacher, ahead of Robert Volt, his class rival. Volt looking for a move there, but it was a bit late. And I think wisely elected not to go for it too long. A lot of time. Fastest lap of the race, by the way, for those interested, is a 42.18 as Bacher overcooks it a little bit into Tamburello. Nelson Ambrajosa on the attack. He fell back in the early going. He was one of the Ferraris that was off on lap 1. And he's climbing back through the field, taking 15th place there from Sean Young. Next up for him will be, I apologize, I do not recall the first name, but that is Rasso. Also on the move up, a car to look out for is the 172, the Lexus of Samuel Jardine, which is up to 20th place. Barrow under pressure from the Ferrari of Mickey Taylor. As they run 5th and 6th. It's Isaac Jordan ahead of them in the 404 McLaren. Another car to look for is the 34 McLaren of Jim Fox. It was running up in the top 10 before a spin put him. If not the back of the pack, then very, very close to the back of the pack. I also will be on the lookout for Miles Stone to make some progress. Bentley, on board with Robert Volt, who has taken over the bronze lead, having overtaken Jesse Bacher. Now would like a spot in the top 10. That is L. Perry, who holds the last spot in the top 10. We had personal best from 3rd, 4th, and 6th place that last lap. That's pretty impressive. Vocal, Jordan, and Vero. So that is one of the Ferraris off in the background. I believe that was Lou Wez. Chris Dancer runs in 17th place, 4th place for the bronze category. And the number 17 McLaren. Chasing him down is Samuel Jardine, who I noted as a person to watch for in the 172 Lexus. Did not post a lap time in qualifying. As a result, has had to do it the hard way. Head of, that is Nelson Ambrajosa. Now, of course, this brings up the interesting item is that Ambrajosa is a silver driver. And, of course, we are riding with the bronze driver, Rasser. There is not really a lot of long-term ideas that these two are going to be battling with each other in the championship or even in this race come the end of the wall, or the end game. So do you just kind of let him by? Maybe. We'll see. Forgive this endurance head, but I'm used to racing like 3 to 6 hour races, even 12-hour races, and where like a battle like this would just not be important at all. You just let them go. But obviously, in a 1 hour race, that is it's a very different ball game. Too much of a pace difference between the two, about 6/10, maybe 5/10 a lap. Despite the rating discrepancy. Pick up Robert Volt, who currently leads the bronze category. Still on the tail of L. Perry here for 10th place overall. And probably more than anything else, would love to get L. Perry in between him and Jeffrey Bacher, who's back in 12th place and is the actual bronze rival of Robert Volt. possibly the championship. I do remember both of them being pretty high up in the bronze standings last season. I do not have the bronze standings handy right now. My apologies. But we'll see. Actually, well, I got them. Might as well. I might as well pull them up. Past championships. Can I find season 11, please? Yes, I can. So let's see here. Reigning champions: Silver, Ashley Wilson, who's not here today, as well as no Richard Oakes, no Flynn Van Holland, no Matt Gale, no David Slater. So L. Perry, who was 6th place last season, is the highest returning driver. So that'll be interesting to keep your eyes on. And in the bronze category, Damian Maroney, who I know got a promotion, was the champion last season over Linus Anderson and Robert Bolt. Adrian Maroon, Adam Stewart. So Bolt, Maroon, Stewart, they're here again. That's Chris Dancer and Jeffrey Bacher. Of course, the Iron Champion last season, Stuart Parsons, by a considerable margin. Dennis Holt, who's not here today, as well as Professional Gamer. It's going to be an early pit stop there for Nelson Ambrajosa. Heading on down the pit lane, as well as L. Perry. That pit stop time where some people are going for the undercut. Right on board with Mira Cedric. Running in 8th place behind Professional Hater. Big power slide there through Piratella. Vero running in 5th place. I believe this is his Evolution debut. Could be wrong. He's new to me, I can say that much. No Nissan, no Nissan, so Joy? I'm not sure what you mean, RC Gingerbot. Good to have you in the chat. Hello, Brandon Harvey. Matthias Weidman, who did not start the race, but has a very lovely livery, I must say. That might actually be my new favorite. It's very good. Whoever made that one, give yourself a round of applause. That looks marvelous. In 20th place despite not qualifying. Making his way through the field. The lack of Nissans disturbed me. Yeah, I know. You love the Nissan. You are a big Godzilla fan. My friend Fred is doing well in 2nd place. Indeed! I'm a little bit disturbed that he can't take the fight to Stuart Parsons, but it is what it is. As Mickey Taylor makes an overtake there for 5th place on Fabio Varo. Parsons' lead is up to 5.8 seconds. Right on board with the IT Taylor Motorsport car, the 194 of Mickey Taylor. Running in 5th place for Ferrari. Either man getting Tamburello quite correct there. Pick up on Steve Tetley. Not entirely certain why. He is running in 12th place, kind of alone. A couple of cars in the pits, Adam Stewart and Jim Fox, have taken this opportunity to get their pit stop out of the way. Still leads from Murley, who is comfortable in second place ahead of Volpol, and then Jordan, and then Taylor. Top 5 are pretty isolated. Vero has lost another spot to Professional Hate. Back on track now. Whatever it is handled. It's a rough couple of laps there for Fabio Vero. Dropped him down from 5th place down to 7th. The highest ranking pitted car is Nelson Ambrojosa in 23rd place. So a lot of pit stops to go. A lot of things to be shaped out yet. Plenty of time for a run. Up Shanu Murasanu, running in 28th place. And last, Miles Stone is the closest car, but that is not Miles Stone in front of Murasanu. That is somebody who has lapped him. Obviously, I do not know because it is a carbon black car, which just means that it is one of the liveries I do not have. There are a couple of those running around. Whoever it is has lapped Murasanu. I guess I can pull up the map here. It's the 194 car of Mickey Taylor. Kerry Pattenden, who's been on our screen a lot, is closing down on Mir Cedric and bringing with him Fabio. Vero's down to 9th place. What is going on, Vero? What is up, Fabio Vero? Just dropping like a stone. Let's see if we get a look at the car here. Showing any damage. But distinctly is the most struggling car on the track right now. Bearded X Badass, by the way. Into the pit lane along with Professional Hater and Mir Cedric. The Vilka livery is nice. I do like it. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. My favorite is between Matthias Weidman. I like that livery. I really like that livery. And the other option is El Perry. I'm a sucker for green. A couple of the nice ones. I do like Professional Haters livery as well. If we can get the camera to stick on him. Nope. Camera really doesn't want to go on Professional Hater. Sorry, Hater. The camera really does not like you. Hang on, let me disengage the auto cam here. If I'm gonna give you the tour of the liveries, we might as well. We might want to get the auto director to stop interfering. Here is the 992 livery. Professional Hater. Who's the Rebel Alliance car again? Oh, it's the Honda. Should be able to find it pretty easy. Honda, where are you? Adrian Marut. That would be, I guess, the other option. Re-engage the auto kit. Hopefully it re-engages. It's sticking with Baroud for a bit here. There we go. Mac Razor running in 11th place on track right now, ahead of Sean Young. This is for position. This is a bronze driver against an iron driver. So it is not the same division, but it is definitely, I think, worthy of a fight. Ooh, Destiny 2. I could see that working. I would love to try and make like a Sins of a Solar Empire too. That would be interesting. Specifically, working off of a Advent book. I think that would work well. Parsons and Volkel in the pits, so Murley will take the lead for the time being. And this might be the only chance here that Fred Murley has to try to make this a race-winning strategy. He's got to make this overcut work really well. I don't like his chances, but I wish him luck to try to make this into a battle for the win. I have seen some weird stuff. I've seen some problems happen. What is the pit stop time here? About 2 minutes. There are a couple of people who are much faster. Quickest pit stop for the record is Ambrojosa at 1 minute 15. That's insane. And the slowest pit stop is a 2 minute 39 for Shanu Marsano. But we know that was an early pit stop, I believe, for damage. A flag out. Got a number of the Pats Pattons in the pits, along with Farrow and Young. And Chris Stancer moves into the top 10. Just coming out ahead of Professional, or just taking the spot there over Professional Leader. Oh, pardon me, that's Parsons. So the effective race leader comes out in traffic, and we'll see how much that gets in the way with the likes of Stancer, Jardine, Russer, Tetley, Volt, Bacher. I doubt he'll catch up any to the likes of Taylor, Jordan, or Merlin. We'll see. If he does, we have a definitive problem. He's won at that point. Let's put it that way. Professional Hater in to serve a drive-through penalty. Mentioned that as well as speeding in pit lane. Ambrojosa. There's a blue flag out there. I believe that is to inform Bearded X Badass. Gets off the line. Kind of an ugly attempt there to let him through. It'll work, but that I think was less than ideal. Blue flag driving is definitely a completely separate skill in your tool chest, and it's an important one. Mickey Taylor in the pits, along with Chris Stancer and Idris Cahill. Puts Jeffrey Bacher up into third place for the time being. He's being chased by Robert Volt. This is the battle for the bronze lead. Has been for some time. And in the pits is Freddie Murley. So he is not going to try and go for a big overcut as far as Parsons is concerned. Once again, Auto Director is like, why would you want to look at that car? I don't want to look at that car. Isaac Jordan also in the pit lane. See, is Parsons going to retake the lead? I imagine he's going to. I don't foresee a problem. Let's see, Burley and Jordan still. Oh, Chris Stancer with a stop-go penalty. That is a speeding penalty for sure. Volt overtook Bacher at some point. But neither of them are overtaking Burley. Are they in the pit lane, maybe? Oh, it's just a timing upgrade. There you go. Anyways, Parsons retakes his effective lead once all the pit stops are covered. Jesse Bacher does get the lead on track ahead of Robert Holt and Mark Reiser. Stuart Parsons leads the pit stopped cars as Jardine and Tetley hit the pit lane. Burley made up a little bit of ground by overcutting, but not too much. Some traffic in the way. I think that's Chris Stancer going to serve his drive penalty, or stop go penalty. Can confirm. Now, this is, of course, the interesting one, because Bacher and Volt are theoretically racing against guys under blue flags that are theoretically racing with them overall, because they're in the appropriate category. Now, they're unlikely to be battling with them here today, but they might be battling with them in the future. May not really recognize this as a blue flag scenario. Taylor, 7th on track, about to pick up 6th place. There we go. Razer is in the pits. He will be a net 4th place, I think, when this all shakes out. And behind him is Isaac Jordan. I'll tell you who put up a lightning pit stop, though, is Pattenden, who was up into 8th place on track and would be a net 6th place. Kind of intrigued to see Pattenden's pit stop was minute 22. Not that fast. He just handled traffic well. I mean, minute 22 is very good, but it's not the fastest time. The fastest pit stop for those interested at home is 1 minute 14. That belongs to Freddie Merlin. It is the fastest pit stop here today. So drive-through penalty for Reiser comes through. Tetley on board as he works his way through Aqua Minerale. And then over to the Bentley of Shano Morosano. You know, Bentley had a pretty good qualifying, but the race has not been kind to the luxury brand. As I think we lost the other Bentley, Miles Stone. I'm not seeing Stone running. We've lost a couple of cars. We've gone from 28 to 25. I do wish that race control would perhaps have, when somebody disconnects from the area, fortunately, we are left with me trying to figure out who's missing. And I do see that we are missing Miles Stone. So he is one of the 3 cars that we have lost. But I cannot make any guarantees or promises that I'm going to figure out anybody else. No, I don't. Oh, wait, never mind. I just found who I was looking for. So Bacher still leads from Volt, but neither of them have pit stopped yet. The effective race leader is in 3rd place. That is Stuart Parsons ahead of Freddie Burley. Volkol is in 3rd. Effectively, Taylor, Jordan, Patton, Ambrose, and Varro. It's one of the BMWs slaloms through traffic. Burley, Wes takes to the runoff and loses a spot to Reiser. Fastest lap still stands at a 1:42.18. That is courtesy of Stuart Parsons. He's yet to break into the 41s, but I think he might have one in him. But he's running in the mid-40 to the 42s right now, so I doubt he's really interested in pushing for it too much here as we pick up Jim Fox versus Bearded X Badass for 21st place. Jim Fox was looking at a top 10 earlier today, had a spin in the early going, has been on the recovery drive ever since. That is Chris Stancer in behind, who has served a drive-through penalty or a stop. I forget which, but anyways, a penalty for presumably some kind of pit lane infraction. Bearded X Badass does not make that terribly hard, knowing that the car that is overtaking him is in fact a silver driver who is not really in his not in his division. By the way, the penalty for professional hater has dropped in behind Sean Young in the iron category. Young runs in 12th overall. Along with Parsons and Bacher are division winners. Bearded X Badass. Probably, if he realizes he's on camera, might be very, very nervous because Bearded X Badass has not had a good time on camera today. There has been a bit of a caster's curse going on with Bearded X Badass. You see, I will say no nice things about you. There you go. No nice things, because every time I have, it's going on. Sean Young picking up a spot over Steve Tetley further up in the order. So Tetley may have had an off at Mavasa. Like the 233. Jeffrey Bacher into the pit lane, so Robert Volt takes the lead. That is temporary, as Volt still has a pit stop to make of his own, and at some point Stuart Parsons will be back in the lead. Not really sure where Bacher will come out. Probably somewhere around Varro, I would imagine. Let's see here. Let's take a guess here. I am going to bet that Bacher comes out in 10th place. And chat can make a prediction as well if they want. What you get if you get it right is, I don't know, a cookie. You have my permission to get yourself a cookie. Bacher has rejoined in 9th place. Yeah! I got it right. I got it right. It's not showing on your screen yet, but Bacher has indeed rejoined the track in 9th place. We got a timing upgrade that puts him out the whole set ahead of him shortly. There you go. Board with Tatis Volkel, who is looking at a debut podium, or at least if not a debut podium, a debut podium to me. I have not commentated on Volkel's driving before, and we haven't seen a ton of Volkel, but what we have seen has been very promising. Correct. Oh, is that a prediction there, Dennis? Because right now it would technically be Robert Volt's P1 for Rollins. Volt is in the pit lane. All right, key moment here. Turning off the auto camera. Let's see if Volt will come out ahead. The number 3 car of Bacher, which is coming out of Ravazza right now. This will be the big one. And I think Bacher's going to get him. Retain the lead of the bronze category. Yep. And also is going to have the help of a Fabio Vero in between the two of them, who can fight for position. So that's a big win for Bacher. Oh, well, spoke a little bit too soon. Fabio Vero just made the overtake on Bacher. So, not quite. Looks like Bacher made a mistake. Judging by how far that gap is in play. Well, your prediction is holding solid right now, Dennis. I would say the only one of those that's really up for grabs is the bronze win between Bacher and Volt. But even then, the two of them are now 10 seconds apart. So, I wonder what was the pit stop time for Volt. About 10 seconds. About 10 seconds worse. It was in fact the pit stop. Shana Marsanu in the Bentley, running in 24th. Not really close to anybody, so I'm not overly certain why we're getting a look at the fantastic Moo Motorsports livery, but the chat, I'm sure, is loving it. They are big fans of this livery. We hop in with Samuel Jardine. 13th place. Next on Jardine's list is Steve Tetley, up ahead in the very lovely mint green Lamborghini, the 808. And behind Jardine, that is a lapped car. That is El Perry. Not sure what happened with El Perry. El Perry was battling for a top 10 spot and has ended up in 25th place, laps down. Not sure what happened. Let's have a look here. Perry made a second pit stop. Maybe that's it. Particularly long one though. So I don't know. I'm at a loss. Hopefully, El Perry hops into the chat afterwards for a little interview. Nicky Taylor running in 4th place. He's had a fantastic day. Isaac Jordan on his tail. Parsons with the new fastest lap, 142.027. What do you think, chat? Can he get into the 141s? Samuel Jardine on the attack against Steve Tetley. Oh, a little too much curve. Oh, beautiful save. Beautiful save by Samuel Jardine. Keeps the Lexus pointed in the right direction. Doesn't even lose a lot of time. Couple of good battles going on right now. Jordan's on the tail of Taylor, Jardine on the back of Tetley. That's about it. So we're going to see a lot of those two fights, I think. Not really sure why we're checking in on Matthias Weidman, but you know what? I am happy to be here because I love that livery. I swear I did not get the auto director to look at this. Becoming a big fan of the number 400 car just because of the new fastest lap, 142.002. Parsons has almost pushed into the 41s. Tetley going side by side with Jardine and the entry to Tamburello. And Jardine is going to easily clear the 808 car. It's for 12th place. Puts the spotlight on Taylor and Jordan. They've just been kind of circling at about a half second apart, taking a tenth or gaining a tenth out of each other, running 44.2, 44.1s. Mickey Taylor, 9.4. Lost about a tenth that lap. Isaac Jordan. And I'll tell you right now, Stuart Parsons is in a league of his own right now. Not only does he have the fastest lap of the race of 42.002, he's the only guy out there running 42s right now. He is destroying the field. Absolutely putting the boots through. Did not qualify on pole by much, but in the race, he's had the pace just pretty much through every phase. The next fastest cars, Murley and Volkel, are in the low 43s. So we're about a second slower. At least a half second slower. Jim Fox in 21st place. A little rough through there. Villeneuve into Tosa. Big slide through there. I imagine very low traction control in play for Jim Fox. I'm told that the McLaren basically has to be run at like 0 traction control these days. I don't touch this everybody. As a general rule, I am a front engine car driver predominantly, and if I am going to drive a mid engine, it's the Audi. Or commonly the BMW M4 or the Lexus RCF is in play. For yours truly, if RC badgers be hard enough. The guts in. Jardine being kept with by Steve Tetley. The fight might not be over. I thought it was going to be once Jardine got through. Taylor, chased by Isaac Jordan. And Ferrari's in the background there is not a battle for position. That is a lapped car. At a guess, I'm going to guess it's probably Luez. Of course, find out by looking at the map. Yep. See, I told you I would slowly pick up on identifying liveries. It is happening, slowly but surely. On board with Isaac Jordan. 5th place. Oh, that was a bit much, Isaac. Let's get a replay of that if we can. Yeah, that is a late move. That is a late lunge into Villeneuve. You could argue Taylor turned in, but I've got to be honest. If I were Nicky Taylor, I would not be happy with Isaac Jordan. A very late move, and it's going to cost Taylor not only 4th place, but he's now behind Pattenden. Robert Volt has caught up to Sean Young. Also in the mix there is Jardine in the Lexus. Of course, as I have given you the replay, we have broken the auto record. But I think in the last 5 minutes we can handle this. Oh, yellow flag out somewhere. Yeah, it was definitely illegal. I've never actually read your guys' rules and regulations. Probably should. As to what kind of penalty that would perhaps demand. Bolt trying to run down Sean Young, but he's also being run. Oh, that's trip over rubble steps, and that'll cost you 11th place. Samuel Jardine picks up another spot. In the background there you see Tetley and Perry. Tetley would be per position. Perry is still running in 25th and last. True, but I can't speculate on exactly how big the penalty would be as well. That was definitely much too late. Very dangerous. Taylor has picked up a spot over Pattenden for 5th place. So, didn't get to see that. Oh, hang on. We have a replay of it, possibly. There was apparently some light contact. It's definitely not the right replay. Definitely not the right replay. Yeah, definitely would be something along the lines of causing a collision, contact with another car, whatever particular vernacular we're using. Vero picking up 7th place over Amperhosa. Can't quite get a replay of it, unfortunately. Happened a little bit more than 15 seconds ago. Unfortunately. See if they can have a good little battle towards the end here. It's about all that we got right now. Taylor is overtaken Patented, and whatever happened there is pulling away from Patented without any real issue. Car off the track there. That's the chocolate car. 91 Bentley. Just getting out of the way. Are we on the final lap? Not quite. Parsons will be starting his final lap here. As the clock has reached the final 45 seconds. Parsons on the way to a pretty dominant victory. Let's see. Hasn't gotten a 41 yet. And doesn't seem to be really trying, or doesn't seem to be overly capable of it. That was a 42.9 last time around. Actually, one of his slowest laps of the race. And Brahosa has gotten back past Vero. Let's see if we get a replay of that. Not really. Looks like Vero maybe overcooked it a little bit through Variante Villeneuve.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Patented is on the attack here. Ferrari... Maybe? Maybe Ferrari's getting out of the way. Is that again... It is! It is again the Luez. Oh, that unfortunately is not going to do it, Patented. That might end that little fight. Robert Volt is surprisingly keeping with Samuel Jardine. I thought that Jardine would kind of leave him for dead, but that has not happened. So Jardine made a mistake last lap, putting a 47 flat. And has allowed Robert Volt on his tail. He currently owns the 2nd place for the bronze drivers. Much going on. Vero is close enough to Amperhosa to theoretically have a shot, maybe. Actually, Parsons has done as well as Steve Tetley. So we've got the fireworks out. Robert Volt might have something to say about 11th place. We'll stick with this for the time being. Murley is finished in 2nd place. We'll be on the podium. Looking like he'll pick up 3rd. A couple people are leaving the server, so might mess some things up here. We'll see. Volkl finishes in 3rd place, takes the podium. I think this is really the only question mark right here. The battle between Robert Volt and Samuel Jardine. For 11th place, I do believe. It's been made 9th place by by some unfortunate, departures from the server. Cahill done, Ricer done, West done, Hater done, Peter Deck's badass, El Perry. There's Sanu up ahead there. Done as well. The checker flag is out for just about everybody. Robert Volt taking home what I think will be 11th place. When it is all said and done, listed as 10th right now. It's, oh, hang on. Did Backer not finish? First drop back to 14th place. I'll have to see if there was a deal there, if there was an issue there. Oh, he doesn't have a checkered flag out. What happened to Jeffrey Bacher, who was looking like the bronze winner here today? Looking like a top 10 finish. Looking like a really good day. But he is now shown in 13th on the auto director. And does not have a checkered flag next to his name. Can I get a replay? And then just him stopped at the side of the road. Don't know what happened. Jeffrey Bacher might have run out of gas. Or something similar. I don't know. Jim Fox, I think, is misremembering his incident there. He's talking about a Mustang rear-ending him. And, well, there was no Mustang, so I'm not sure what the deal with that would be. Let's see if I can help him out here. Car 31. Race control, please. Who contacted? 34 and 68. Car 68. So Jim Fox, if you read this, it seems like you're looking for a car. The car you're looking for is car 68. Mayhaps I will be able to give you a name here in a moment. Here's Cedric. Not a Mustang. That's a Porsche. Just saying. So we did have some weird things here with Fabio Vero and Jeffrey Bacher. They ended up dropping down the order. So it looks like Stuart Parsons is your winner from Freddie Murley and Tadas Vocal. Isaac Jordan, Mickey Taylor. I'm sorry, Mr. Patented. I do not recall your first name. You are in 6th place. Nelson Ambrajosa, Sean Young, Samuel Jardine, and Robert Volt, your top 10.
Green light. Go, go.
And there you go. All right. Well, we will leave some time open here for some possible interviews while I put up one of my liveries for your inspection. As you wish. Maybe a Nissan? Nah, you know what? Let's start off with my best one. That would be the Vortex GT racing team. Alrighty. Ooh, I've got a couple of people. Anyone want to speak? Let's see here. We have a request from Robert Volt. So, Robert Volt. You are on.
Good evening, email threads.
Good day, Robert. You picked up a win in the bronze category by the looks of it today after Jeffrey Bakker's problems. We don't know what happened, actually.
Uh, I I saw that as well, and everyone thought that Barker might have thought that the race was over, so he just stopped.
That would be unfortunate.
Yep.
My speculation was a fuel issue, but could be. How was your race? How'd you feel about things? Anything you want to talk about? Go ahead.
Well, I did actually pretty well, despite being the first race in Aston Martin.
Well, obviously, I mean, a class victory is, or not a class victory, but a divisional victory. Obviously, would be a big deal, and it looked like a pretty clean, competitive time for you.
Yeah, and this was the first time I never pitted for tires.
Oh, well, the Aston Martin is fairly kind to its tires, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
Relatively easy car to start with. I actually used to be. I don't know if I would still recommend it, but it used to be my my beginner's car recommendation for everybody. Actually,
I mean, speaking from a guy that never ever really driven any front engine cars besides the GTR. Yeah. It's definitely a lot easier to drive.
I myself am more of a front engine guy than anything else. Obviously, I'll drive an Audi R8 if if I need to drive something mid-engined.
Yeah, but this divisional victory is definitely being celebrated with cider tonight.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Just pointing out to anybody who is in the audience right now, if you would like to speak, you have to click on the little raise your hand thing, and then I can. There you go. Freddie Murley has figured it out.
Yep.
But
well, I'm going to leave you guys to it.
Okay.
Because I'm going to enjoy myself.
Thank you very much. You had a great day, and looking forward to you in the next round. So, Freddie Murley, you are welcomed to the stage. There we go.
Thank you. Yeah.
Freddie Murley, you picked up second place here today. Weren't really in line for the win at any point, but
no.
A solid performance.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
I'm happy with the pace and everything. And I saw Parsons was going to leave pretty early, so I was just going to focus on myself and get further ahead from the third guy, or the guy behind me. So I think it worked pretty well.
Yep. We honestly didn't see a lot of your race. So
no, I was pretty alone all the time, so I could just focus on myself. So that worked for me.
Excellent. Anything else you want to add?
Not really. I was just happy with the race and happy with the pace, and the practice came through.
Excellent. We have a request to speak from Tadas Volkel, who was behind Freddie Murley on the podium. So we'll get Tadas in here. Tadas Volkel, you picked up a third place today. Got on the podium and had a day that we didn't really see a lot of you. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, first of all, Freddie, you're way too fast, man. I don't know what you were doing. I just could not keep up, so kudos to you.
Thank you.
And what I really wanted to say is thank you to ERA as a community. It's been freaking amazing. This was my first league race whatsoever. Typical thing where I race LFM every once in a while. First endurance race, at least in a league and whatnot. It was very, very fun. And surprisingly clean. People have etiquette. This is mind-blowing. I gotta say that. I gotta hand that to the whole community. It's amazing.
Well, that's good. It's always good to have a good, fun community that keeps it clean. We have a request to speak from Stuart Parsons, our winner. So, Stuart, welcome to the stage.
Hi, hello, good evening.
You absolutely dominated, although you got me to lose my bet with chat because I thought you would put up a 41 at some point in the race, and that did not happen.
was 0.002 off. Yeah,
I saw that. I saw that.
it was very close. I just want to say to these other two gents here in the voice chat here. No, you guys really kept me on my toes. If I made one mistake, I surely would have dropped I would have dropped at least 2 places there. So you guys did exceptionally well, and you know what? Well done to everyone else as well in the race. From what I saw, it was really clean, nice, consistent racing from everyone. So yeah, absolute dream to be part of it. Yeah.
And yeah, congrats on the win. And I'm not gonna lie, I hoped you did make a mistake, but that never happened.
Yeah, no, I saw you. You were staying within, a couple of seconds of me every lap, and I was like, wow, okay, I need to keep focused here. I really can't slack off. So kudos to you. Very well driven.
Thank you.
Just to recap, what manufacturers were driving? Stuart, Freddie?
I was driving the 296.
I used the M4.
All right, so this is just a call out to everybody. Please start using Porsches. We need more rear engine people out there. Please, please,
Don't
please.
get me started with the Porsche. Don't get me started.
That's probably, in my
like-
opinion, the best sounding car on the grid as well. Oh, I love a Porsche.
Say no to vacuum cleaners out there on the track. Please save a Porsche.
Yeah,
But yeah,
thanks for the
guys,
chat. I'm gonna go and watch some Formula 1 now.
I do
Okay,
feel
it's
like
a good idea.
I have to throw out an apology to the ERA guys. I didn't have your banner on all through the broadcast. My apologies. I don't know why it was. Oh, I know why it was off. I was doing some stewarding work the other day for a race room series, so I turned it off for that. That was probably why. I need to double check and make sure that happens in the future. My apologies. Sean Young, you have requested to speak.
Before I leave as well, I just want to say thank you for commentating as well through all of our races. It's awesome to sit back and the next day kind of watch it and listen in. It's fantastic work. So thank you to you as well. It's really it's great stuff.
Agreed.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Pleasure racing with you.
Yeah,
Have a good one.
Have a good evening, guys.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
All right, we welcome the Iron winner, Sean Young, to the stage. Top 10 today, Sean. Honestly did not see much of your race, so I would have some questions, but I don't really. So tell us what happened out there today.
Quali was a bit of a panic since my overlays were playing up. Qualied second. Wanted to survive the first lap. And then I think I scared people because I'm iron, and they just didn't want us punting into the back of them.
I mean, use whatever you got. You were running in second place in the iron for most of the race, and then Professional Hater picked up a drive-through penalty. I do not know what for. Probably a pit lane infraction, I would imagine. That put you in the lead, and you picked up a top 10 here today. So this is, I think, the first time I've seen an iron pick up a top 10. So congratulations.
Thanks. It's the best race I've had so far.
Mm-hmm. It's a high bar to set for the rest of the season. You're definitely a championship contender in the iron. And you did some good things in the BMW M6, like I said, or M4, pardon me. Like I said, it's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to these interviews, not having really seen your race, but also that means that it was a quiet race that didn't have a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, just don't crash is what I was thinking all race.
Well,
Just keep it on the tarmac.
That is step one.
It's very helpful.
All right. Well, if you don't have anything else to say, and don't worry if you don't, that is fine. I think we will call it here. I don't see anybody else with a hand raised for an interview. So thank you for the guys who popped in after the race to give their thoughts and their thank yous and their 2 senses. And it was some good racing out there today. And I personally enjoyed watching. The end got a little bit, decided, I guess, in a word. But there was good battling going on even towards the end. There was a battle between Samuel Jardine and Robert Volt that went down to the wire. So that was good to see. And obviously, outside of some, some fun on lap 1, things were pretty clean. I imagine Isaac Jordan might be seeing some stewarding action. He had a contact with Mickey Taylor that was pretty bad, but otherwise there wasn't much to note. And I think that'll be it for the broadcast here today, everybody. So thank you to the drivers, thank you to the viewers, thank you for ERA for putting this whole thing on, and I'll see you next week.